Um, hey guys, welcome to the video. And so I'm going to show off this track that I made. So this is what the original song was. It was made by the band called Bloodywood. It speaks of like, rape and a few other problems that women face in society. It got into quite a bit of controversy with not all men, and then there's the Me Too movement and whatnot. But what matters is that the song is musically genius and it sounds very good. And so I heard it and I thought that there should be a heavy dubstep remix of this because it would sound very good. So I listened to this part and I came up with a remix that sounds like this now. And then there's a heavy metal part that I designed again. And finally, there's a second drop. Okay, so let's go over a few of the elements that I think are pretty cool. So, number one is this thing in here. So, when I got the idea from the what the I got the idea of the rhythm from this vocal. And that's how the machine gun basses were made, actually, but without any effects, this is what the vocal would sound like. Okay. But I filtered it out. And you'll notice that the vocals don't have a lot of tonality to them. It's mostly just higher end white noise. If I show you on a spectrum, maybe, you'll see that most of the stuff happening is around here. Like, there's barely any harmonics. So that was a problem, sort of. So I had to make that up with a few other layers of mine, which were like these. So this is the sub bass. That's a layer of the sub bass. You put them all together and you get. And that's how you get. Anyways, for the second drop, I made this little 808. Sounds very weird on its own, but it's fine, I guess. And I also made the drums here. I switched from like heavy dubstep drums to like some trap drums. A very short section. Anyways, and then there's heavy metal sort of drum beat. Yeah. What else? And for the second drop, there's exactly the same drums, so I'm not going to go over that again. However, what I'll go over is the main bass. Yeah. Depending on your headphones, you'll notice that there's a very weird frequency here, like there's some low end. I don't know how to fix that for some reason because I tried to cut it off. It won't work anyways. So it's basically some frequency modulation that happens between two saw waves, and Yeah, and then there's a little sine wave going on. When you distort two sounds, right? If you distort a higher pitched sound against a lower pitched sine wave, it starts to get crunched, right? Because your speaker can only handle so much input before it outputs it, and this phenomenon called clipping. So technically, you cannot output anything over 0 decibels. So let's say your speaker's total capacity is 50 decibels, right? And you listen to something at 0 decibels input wise. So you'll be listening to it at 50 decibels. But let's say you hear something at like negative 0.5. So that's like 49.5 decibels. So that's what these values will 0.9. And what happens is when you distort two sounds together in that manner, there's a thing called ring modulation that happens. So that's how you get to, yeah. And of course, there's frequency modulation without which it wouldn't work. And I also designed a little sub bass for this. And I take out quite a few of the machine gun basses because it was taking out too much of the space in the mix. My, okay, that is harsh. Anyway, so yeah, that's what remains. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the song. If you think that I ruined the damn song, please bully me in the comments. I'm just asking for YouTube money or whatever. But yeah, this was a track that that I worked on last year, and then I went off to college, and I thought I would show it off. I hope you liked it. Bye.